हेलो बच्चों, मेरा नाम है अदनान अकील और मैं आपका जावा ट्यूटर हूँ। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट मी इंट्रोड्यूस माई सेल्फ। आई हैव completed my graduation from Rambhajan Mahavidyalaya and I have 1 year of experience in teaching in this subject and I have produced excellent result. So let's start the journey. So first of all I'll teach you Java, and my utmost focus will be on clearing the concept and the basics. So the basic must be strong in understanding this programming language. It will help you to cope up with the difficult programming which we are going to do in further classes. So we must have the strong foundation of this particular subject. So for the strong foundation, let me start the concept of Java. So first of all, in concept of Java, we'll study about object. So talking about object, what is an object? An object is a real world entity which have attributes and behaviors. So an object is a real world entity which have attributes and behavior. So this was the definition. Now let us understand with the help of example. For an example, we have a bike which is an object. This bike is an object. It have attributes and behaviors. It have attributes and behaviors. So generally speaking, what are attributes and behaviors? Attributes are the characteristics and behavior is the functioning of that characteristic. For example, we have bike as an object, and in this object we have attributes and behaviors. The attributes will include like brake, clutch, gear, etc. So these are the attributes of bike. Now talking about the behavior, the functioning of these attributes or this characteristic are the behavior of that particular object. For example, applying brake, and pressing clutch or holding clutch, and changing gear, etc. So these are the behavior, these were the attributes, and these are the behavior. So this was all about an object. So now let's move on to the next topic, which are the methodologies of OOPS, the feature of OOPS. So it includes 5 things. First one is, let me start the numbering. The first one is abstraction, then we have encapsulation, then inheritance, then polymorphism, and last modularity. So firstly we'll discuss these 3 because we have limited time, and furthermore we'll discuss these 2 in further classes. So talking about the first one, abstraction. So what is abstraction? Abstraction is the presentation of the features without including background details and explanation. So this was the definition, but I'll make you understand it with the help of a suitable example. Let me take example of a like fan. When we switch on the fan starts spinning. We knew that on switching on the fan starts, but we don't know what's going on the other side, like how the current flew from the switch to the fan, and how the motor worked in the fan. We don't know this. We only know that on switching on the fan starts. So this was the abstraction. We only presented the feature and we hide the background details and explanation. The functioning of the fan, we hide that. We only knew on and pressing the fan on, the fan starts. So this was the abstraction. Now talking about encapsulation. This was the abstraction. Now we'll talk about encapsulation. What is encapsulation? So wrapping above data and function into a single unit is called encapsulation. When we wrap up data and function into a single unit, it's called encapsulation. You will get the use of this further. It includes the example of class. Class include data and function together. So this was encapsulation. Now we'll talk about the third one, the inheritance. So what is inheritance? As the name suggests, inheritance is something by which one class inherits the property of another class. So the class which inherits the property is a subclass, and the class whose properties are inherited is superclass. For example, there is a class A and the class B. Class B is inheriting the property of class A. So this will be the superclass. This will be the superclass and this will be the subclass. So this was the inheritance. Okay. So there is another type of inheritance in which we have A class, B class and C class. B inherits from A and C inherits from B. So it will be the superclass, and C will have the property of A, but it does not directly link with A. It links with A with the help of B, but it have all the properties of A. For example, a son have many properties of grandfather, but it does not link directly with the grandfather. The father is in between, but the son have all the property of grandfather. So this was these three properties, and these two we'll discuss later. Okay. So I hope that you might got my session, and thank you for your presence, and thank you so much.